was in the military for about 8 years. I started in 2005, right out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
I recently got out in 2013, last April. Not last April, the year before. Um, a lot of stuff isn't said, and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stuff is just, I kind of feel like it's swept under the rug a little bit, and people are more afraid because they feel like nothing's going to get done.
Uh,
Um, I know there was a time when I was gonna. I'm actually a really good driver, and me and another female soldier
mm-hmm.
were really good drivers. We were gonna go do some training. They were gonna set us up with an infantry unit.
Mm-hmm.
Then the higher ups didn't want to let us two go, and we were just like, why? And they said, well, because it's a lot of males, and they've been
Mm-hmm.
in the field for weeks, and we don't want anything to happen. We would like feel horrible if anything happened. And we're just like, well, we need to get training. We're not getting
Mm-hmm.
trained. We really want to go, but they wouldn't let us. They said, well, we don't care. Take it up with higher up if you feel like it's discrimination, but we don't care. We're not going to let you. So, like, I mean, you miss out on random training. There's people that want to protect you, obviously. So I guess that's good. But it's out there. People have those fears, and they feel
Mm-hmm.
like there's not a lot they can do, so they try to do other things, just by keeping you away, or just go with a buddy. And sometimes you have to. You're outnumbered,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, and there's not a lot people at the top can do. And sometimes it's you just don't want to say something. You don't want to be that person that
Oh,
says
okay.
something that makes a big deal. You know what I mean? You have to pick your
Mm-hmm.
battles in a lot of cases. So some people, I think, probably let stuff go, and then some people do speak up, thankfully. It depends on the situation you're in. It helps a lot if the higher ups instill that in your
Mm-hmm.
company and let your company know, we're not going to accept this, we're not going to allow this. It kind of sets the tone for the whole company. I mean, you're encouraged to speak up. You're supposed to go through the chain of command, but there's also an open door policy. So you're encouraged to go to just whoever you're comfortable with.
Okay.
So if you're not comfortable with your immediate platoon sergeant, your immediate squad leader, you can go up higher. You can go to the platoon guide. You can go to anyone up higher if you feel like they'll understand what you're saying a little bit more. And it's almost like supervisor, manager, assistant
Mm-hmm.
manager. Like the higher and higher you go, so you're encouraged to go to your person next in line. So if you have a squad, it might be your squad leader.
Oh,
That might be
okay.
in charge of like 5 to 10 people, and then you got your platoon guy that's in charge of the whole, like maybe 4 squads, and then you got someone higher up. First sergeant is in charge of all the platoons. Then you got
Mm-hmm.
someone that's above him or her. There's someone above them. So it just
Mm-hmm.
keeps going.
Okay.
I mean, what I think is, I don't think it should be up to the chain of command to make decisions regarding
Mm-hmm.
punishment, because there's always going to be, say, like a chain of command is friends with the person that's being accused. They might be a little more lenient. They might not push it as much. They might blame the victim a little bit more. They might hesitate to believe the victim. They might make assumptions. And if you have an outside party making those decisions, you go into it a little with a lot less bias.
Oh, okay. Um.
And that's how I feel about it. I think that would be a lot of help, because you don't have. I mean, they would
Mm-hmm.
push for it a lot more. It would be more of an independent investigation.